They are not loud. They do not demand attention. They do not seek to conquer, command, or impress. And yet, somehow, they capture our hearts with the quietest of gestures. A soft purr. A curious glance. A little squeak that seems to say, "I'm here, and I trust you." In a world filled with noise, the guinea pig reminds us that peace still has a sound, and it's softer than we think. It's the rustle of hay in a cozy cage. It's the patter of small paws exploring new corners. It's the heartbeat of a tiny creature who depends on you, and believes in you completely. Centuries ago, before they found their way into millions of American homes, guinea pigs roamed freely through the mountain plains of South America. In the highlands of Peru and Bolivia, they were wild and watchful, swift shadows darting between the stones. They were companions long before they were pets. Families would keep them close, not in cages, but within the home itself, small guardians of warmth, life, and tradition. And when they chirped, it wasn't random sound. It was communication, a language of trust between human and animal, woven through generations. Today, their story continues, but the scenery has changed. Now they live among us, in suburban living rooms, classroom corners, and children's bedrooms filled with laughter. They no longer need to hide from hawks or cold winds. But the spirit of their ancestors remains, alive in every curious glance and gentle squeal. The guinea pig is a mirror of innocence. Watch one for long enough, and you begin to understand something profound about simplicity. They live without worry, without agenda. Their world is defined by comfort, companionship, and care. When you offer them a leaf of lettuce, they approach slowly, cautious at first, then certain. They nibble, they purr, they trust. It is one of the purest forms of gratitude that nature allows us to witness. Every movement has a rhythm, every sound a meaning. A high chirp of excitement. A low rumble of contentment. A soft squeal of joy when the food arrives. These are not just random noises, they are pieces of an emotional language far older than words. In their tiny hearts, emotions bloom as clearly as our own. Love, curiosity, fear, relief. And yet, the guinea pig asks for so little. A handful of hay. A space to hide. A gentle touch from the human they've learned to trust. For children, they are often a first encounter with unconditional love, a living lesson in patience and kindness. A child may sit for hours, holding one carefully in their hands, feeling its warmth, its tiny heartbeat, the rhythm of life itself. And in that small act of care, something larger grows. A connection between two worlds, one that speaks and one that simply feels. Adults find peace in them, too. After a long day, there's something grounding about the presence of a guinea pig. The way it looks up when you enter the room. The way it chirps softly, as if to say, "You're home." They bring us back to stillness, to a time before screens and schedules, when love could be as simple as presence. Behind every guinea pig lies a story of quiet resilience. They are fragile, yes, delicate in body and spirit, but within them lies a remarkable endurance. They have survived centuries of change, carried across oceans, cared for by countless generations, and loved by millions. Through it all, they've never lost their softness. That might be their greatest strength. They remind us that gentleness is not weakness. That smallness does not mean insignificance. That even the tiniest creature can bring immense light into a home. Watch them closely. When they huddle together, it's not out of fear, it's love. They are social beings, dependent on connection. They thrive when they have a companion, another of their kind to share warmth, whispers, and the comfort of closeness. Without it, they grow lonely. Their tiny hearts, so full of emotion, begin to fade. It's a truth that mirrors our own nature. We, too, crave companionship. We, too, falter in isolation. Perhaps that's why we connect with guinea pigs so deeply, because they are what we are at our core, small souls searching for warmth. In the United States, over 1 million families share their homes with guinea pigs. From big cities to quiet rural towns, they bring laughter, routine, and love. They have their quirks, each one unique. Some are bold explorers, others shy observers. Some race across the floor like tiny rockets, others sit still and watch the world unfold. But in every case, they are teachers, reminding us of tenderness, patience, and joy. Their short lives, usually 5 to 7 years, are measured not in time, but in moments. A child's first pet. A soft squeak at feeding time. The warmth of tiny fur against a palm. Moments that stay with us long after they're gone. Because even though they leave quickly, the love they give lingers. And it changes us. It teaches us that beauty doesn't always roar. Sometimes it whispers. When you look at a guinea pig, what you're really seeing is trust in its purest form. It depends on you for everything: food, safety, warmth. And yet, it meets that dependence not with fear, but with faith. Faith that you will protect it. Faith that your world is safe. That is not instinct. That is belief. And belief is the bridge that binds species together. It's what makes a pet a companion. It's what turns an animal into a friend. So, the next time you hear the soft squeak of your guinea pig calling for dinner, remember, that's not just sound, it's a message. It's saying thank you. It's saying I'm happy. It's saying I trust you completely. In that moment, you are part of something ancient and beautiful, a dialogue that began long before words existed. Human and animal, connected through kindness. The guinea pig may never run wild again, never face the dangers of the Andean plains. But in every home it enters, it brings a piece of that wilderness with it, a spirit of exploration, a curiosity about the world, and a reminder that every creature, no matter how small, carries a spark of nature's magic. They are the gentle voices of joy, the soft hums in a world that often forgets to listen. They are proof that love doesn't need to shout to be heard. And as long as there are people who stop, who listen, who care, the tiny song of the guinea pig will never fade. Because sometimes, the greatest heroes are the ones who ask for nothing and give everything.